Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John, and today I'm going to be watching Fate Zero, Episode 9. And, really quickly, in the last episode, let's just kind of briefly talk about it. We had Kiritsugu and Kaneth fighting. We had that fight wrap up with Kiritsugu's special bullets. What was it called? The origin shot. And we had Saber and Lancer versus Caster. Caster still somehow hanging on in this fight. Somehow hanging on. Man, have I never rooted against someone to lose so much. But while all this was going on, we had Kotomine attack Irie and Maya. They barely scraped by because Saber and Lancer's fight ended quick enough that he was pretty much warned that Saber was on her way and he needed to get out of there. So we're kind of picking up where these have all left off. Irie and Maya have healed, and Kaneth is not looking too good. Let me tell you, I don't know, he was near death looking. So I will be interested in seeing how he's doing. But with all these different kind of things in play, we're not even seeing the other masters and servants at the moment. We're just focusing on these couple ones. So maybe we'll get some more points of view of what else is going on in the Holy Grail War in this episode. So with that being said, let's get right into this episode. Who is this a flashback of? The mole under eye. Okay, his flashback. It's weird he'd have one of his dreams. How long has he been out? Oh wow. Oh wow. I mean, at least you're alive, but wow. Ah. Sure. Bring you the Holy Grail. Don't seem like she does. When he have no other choice? He is hiding his true intentions. So does he just want like a good battle just because he was summoned? He's gonna break his finger. Why? Why? Can't feel it? Ooh. Wow. That's weird. Magic healing takes a toll on the target, not the one using the magic to heal them? I thought they did prioritize his... Everything's just restored, house is fine, mansion, whatever. Oh, that's kind of cold, but what if? I mean, I guess that's a valid point, but, you know, that's just what you have to do sometimes is trust people. Right. Ooh, trying to sell him on the idea that he's not a suitable master, and that she would be a better one. Is that really? Unless she uses a command seal. Can he refuse? Interesting. How noble. How greedy. Wow. Really? You're gonna play this card, huh? Win the grail and restore him? Wow, so underhanded. I didn't even see that coming. No. No, she don't. See how she hesitated? No. Nope. Don't believe it. Don't. Fate. Huh. That's like his excuse for everything. Well, I couldn't have done that because then I wouldn't have been able to get this. What? Water samples? What does that mean? Someone... Huh. So he could find how far up the river that they were using magic? It just keeps getting darker. Oh! And then it stops. That's pretty smart. It's pretty smart. Even impressed him. I like his smug reaction to stuff. Well, of course, we're fighting Castor. Ryder. I really worry for Ryder. I mean, I know he's strong, but if you're going into Castor's territory, well, with his book being cursed, maybe he would have a chance. All the victims are there. Hopefully the master isn't there. One dude. You. Get sprayed up that much from just stepping? The kids. mean, being through so much war, though. There he is. Oh, it's Assassin? I thought Caster's master would have been there. Oh, it's an ambush. Ah, interesting. Hmm. I feel like something's gonna happen. It's just too happy. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I guess it's gonna be fine. I don't know. I just seemed like too much of a setup the way they're staying on that. Okay, so episode 9. Let's talk about it. We had a bunch of stuff happen. I've got a bunch of questions that I've written down. We'll just kind of go through them, talk about different things. And let's just kind of start off with the first thing. We saw Lancer's flashback, but it was actually, well, it was his flashback or his legend or whatever, but Kaneth was dreaming it, which is kind of interesting. Thinking about that the master can see into the servant's past like that potentially. But when he wakes up, Kaneth is tied down, and we find out that, from what we found out in the previous episode, every magic circuit in his body has been shorted out. He'll also never be able to cast a spell again. But as Sola Ui, however you say her name, I'm just gonna call her Sola. So Sola proposed the idea that they could get the Grail to heal him, but to do so, he would have to just give her his command seals, which he doesn't seem too fond of. But that's the proposition that she throws out there. Kaneth brings up the question: do you think Lancer will swear allegiance to you? I didn't think that would be an a big deal. I guess, since servants just follow masters. I guess if they transfer master, it would just have to work like that. I thought that was the deal, but since Lancer has no Lancer has no interest in the Holy Grail. That's kind of interesting in itself. But Kaneth just says this is a means of the fact that he can't be trusted. So you need to be careful with Lancer because, well, I guess to a degree he has no motivation. He's just a wild card in all this. But that don't sway Sola. She breaks his finger, and I think she healed it back after she was done as a kind of a threat. But if he didn't, keep giving in, she was just going to pretty much just remove his whole right arm and, I guess, take the command seals? I don't know if that's actually what she did, but I figure after so much pain, he did concede. So we leave this scene, go over to Maya and Irie and Saber. Yeah, Saber's there. So Maya's being healed, and it talks about how magical healing takes quite a toll on the target. And I made the comment about how it's interesting it does that instead of not on the healer as well, because normally if you expend mana or things like that, it kind of wears you out, it drains you a little bit. Normally it's like a giving. In other, I guess, my thoughts on the thing, in other lore, other worlds, you're giving your own mana, substance, magical essence, whatever. You're using your own stuff to heal somebody, so you're almost giving them something that they didn't have. So normally I would think that would wear you down as the caster, not the target of it, because they're actually gaining a benefit. But it's kind of an interesting spin that maybe just because of the damage done to them, it's forcing their body, I guess, in a way to heal. Maybe that's the thought behind it. I'm not really for sure. If that is somehow explained in other Fate series, how that works, that'd be kind of cool to know. Saber asks Irie to tell Kiritsugu to prioritize caster's elimination, which, like I had thought, isn't it already a priority? I guess it's just because she knows him so well that she knows he's going to be going after Kaneth, which, yeah, that's what he wants. Also, the house is restored? Or are they in a different room, different part of the house? What is going on? So anyway, let's see. So, okay. So Kiritsugu made the comment, what if Lancer betrayed his word and killed Kiritsugu? It's an interesting thought process, or we're kind of getting into Kiritsugu's mindset of, well, what if Lancer wasn't so chivalrous and things like that. I doubt that Lancer would have, because of how he is trying to live his life now. But with that in mind, Kiritsugu he's on a vendetta. So Sola meets with Lancer and basically says, "Hey, I've got the command seals now." So it's said that he simply isn't a suitable master. Or well, yeah. Oh yeah. So Sola was the one who said that he simply isn't a suitable master for you. And in the end, Lancer just won't agree to Sola being his master on just his honor as a knight, which I thought was interesting, that a servant could refuse a secondary master, I guess is what she would be. But I guess they, to a degree, have some ability. I mean, I guess that is true. In other things we have seen where servants and masters, I guess that could be something that could potentially happen. And that's why they have the command seals, so they can kind of like keep them under control, if I'm kind of understanding that correctly. But Sola pleads with him, and he still won't agree to be her servant or follow after her. So she tries to use the Grail's motivation to keep him fighting to heal Kaneth, which was a little underhanded, but still, he wouldn't do it. So I also thought it was really kind of cool that Lancer only wishes to tread the path of loyalty he was unable to hold to before. That says a lot about him, how he's had regrets in the past, and he's trying to make up for those, trying to be a better person. And I admire Lancer more for that, because it takes a lot to try to overcome your mistakes, especially in a past life, and do better. I mean, some people don't, well, no one really gets that chance to have a second life, essentially, and try to make up for that. But, you know, there are second chances in life where we can make those opportunities. Anyway, Ryder and the family. Well, and Waver's there. But anyway, like I said, I still feel bad for this family. They're basically just like brainwashed or under some kind of spell. And I just feel like they're being used and manipulated. I mean, they're not hurting them, but I don't know. Ryder has pants. In episode 7. All that stood between world conquest and him was pants. So, without really bringing it up, Ryder has pants. So, world conquest is just one step closer. Let me point that out. But anyway, the real point of what was going on here was that Waver had Ryder get some water samples at different points up along this one stream, river, whatever it is. And they are looking for spellcasting residue in the water, and as they keep going, it keeps getting stronger and stronger, darker, and then it just goes away. So they're able to kind of pinpoint where Caster's location is, and Ryder's just like, hey, let's go do it, like right now, because if we give him a chance, he could potentially escape. So they go, which I figured anyway. They were, you know, because Waver's just like, all right, you know, let's just do whatever Ryder wants, because he seems to know this, battle thing pretty well. So anyway, they show up. Castor's gone, and Ryder pretty much warns Waver not to be looking around because of all the kids and different brutal scenes that are all around there, which shows that Ryder does care for Waver and things like that. But ultimately, Waver saw it, and it just wasn't good. So Assassin shows up, ambushes him, and then runs away, and they talk about how they have the advantage there. I'm pretty sure it's more just the advantage, looking back now, because when I was watching it, I was like, is it because of the death and whatever around them? Because Assassin's stealing death, things like that. But it's more, I think, because of the darkness and how they were just kind of able to just meld into the shadows and just disappear. But in the end, Ryder and Waver destroy Castor's base, ride on out. A little too cheery of a scene. I honestly thought something was going to happen to him, but nothing did. And in the end, we see that Kotomini is trying to find out Ryder's final attack, which is interesting. I didn't think finding out the final attack for servants was a thing. Archer, I think I could be wrong, but I think that's his final attack. Whatever he does, that big wall of just shooting every weapon possible. I mean, maybe it's not, but it seems like that's a little bit more than a just normal attack. I mean, I know Archer's supposed to be like the best, or at least his attitude, he makes himself come off as that. But anyway, good episode. I really liked it. Didn't do it the last episode. I was kind of thrown off last episode because I hadn't done a review in so long. But I would overall say that this was a just a one thumbs up episode. Really, I did enjoy it. I didn't overly enjoy it, but I did like all the different things we learned about people and the different interactions that were going on. I do not care for Sola. Let me just say that. One thing I didn't like about the episode was I don't care for Sola. But one thing I did like, and I kind of pointed out, was I do like Lancer's chivalrous nature, how he's trying to make up for mistakes in his past life, and just overall, just a really good episode. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy even going back the second time and rewatching it when I was taking notes and doing different things like that. It has been really beneficial, I think, for me to go back and do this. I know it takes a lot more time, and I'm sorry that it takes so much longer for these episodes to come out, because I do this, and the outros and intros are kind of days and potentially weeks apart, but I hope that maybe you, as a Fate fan, since you're probably watching to this point, enjoy the amount of time and effort that I go through for these questions, I guess, and you can help me understand Fate better. So in the end, what I basically want to say is thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, the notification bell beside it, so that you're notified whenever we or I put out new episodes. And as always, we appreciate you watching. If you would go down below, we do have links to our Patreon. Over there on our Patreon, you'll find the full and uncut reactions over there, unedited, uncensored, whatever. And you can still reach out to me or put comments on this video on the YouTube version of it, and we'll have discussions. You can fill me in on different things that I might have missed or might have misunderstood. I'm sure that probably has happened quite a bit. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next episode.